everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today it's just me sat here talking to the camera. It's a really chill video. Wow, I didn't really know what to do for this week's video, so I thought let's just sit down when I get a second in this hectic week that I've had. And I just thought, why don't we talk about questions that I've been avoiding, which is great, can't wait. No, but seriously, I've seen lots of people do this video and I think it's quite a good little icebreaker. It gets it all out there and I haven't necessarily been avoiding them. I just don't really answer them, to be honest. It's a bit of a grey subject, all of these questions. So yeah. Let's get started. So the first question is, where is your dad? So a lot of you are probably wondering, where is my dad? You haven't seen my dad, you see a lot of my mum, you probably see quite a lot of my brothers if you watch most of my YouTubes. I'm quite open with my family. I think they're okay for me showing them as well. To be honest, I haven't really asked. I just chucked the camera in their face. Maybe they're not. No, they are. You haven't actually seen... Oh, no, you have seen Rory. Okay, so I think you've seen all my brothers and my mum, but you just haven't seen my dad. So my mum and my dad actually split up when I was younger. It's not a weird subject at all. It happened quite a long time ago now. Yeah, they just aren't together. That doesn't mean obviously that's the reason why I don't see my dad as often as my mum. At the moment I'm not at my mum's house. This isn't actually my mum's house. That's actually another question that people ask. So I actually, well, most of the time, maybe like 60% of the time at the moment, I live at my mum's house. Yeah, so I do spend a lot of time with my mum, but where my dad is another question altogether. My dad's actually like 15 minutes up the road. So I do actually see my dad. I haven't seen him in so long recently, but that's not because we don't get on or because there's weird family issues or anything. It's genuinely because he's so busy working. I've been honestly non-stop working as well, just sort of finding my feet. Obviously I do see him from time to time, but it's just nowhere near as seeing my mum. There's not an actual reason really, but it's quite a good question because I didn't even think about you guys not even seeing my dad, and maybe I will introduce him one day. He's funny, but yeah, that's basically it really. They broke up ages ago. I maybe was in year 8, no, maybe a bit younger, but it was quite like a long sort of breakup. It didn't just happen and that was it. It was like a very slow burner, and I think we all just saw it coming. So it's not like, I'm very open about it, and I know obviously I'm quite lucky in that sense because not everyone likes talking about it, and obviously it's such a normal thing now where parents break up, but it's this life, you know. So that was a bit of a deep one for the first one. Next question is, whose house is this that you're in? Because obviously it's not the same house as your mum's. So this house is actually my boyfriend's house. He has had this house for a while and I've just sort of decided that I live here now. And my mum's house is the one that you see also quite often. I mean, they're quite similar inside. They're like very modern houses, but I feel like quite a few of you have actually clocked on that this isn't the same house, which is quite clever of you actually. It's not a secret, but obviously there's a bit of stigma with going on Love Island and not actually finding a boyfriend in Love Island than having a boyfriend out of Love Island, which I just think is just a bit crazy, to be honest, because if you don't find a boyfriend in Love Island, you shouldn't feel awkward with saying that you've got a boyfriend out of Love Island. I don't know. So I feel like when you go to Love Island and you find a boyfriend and it all goes amazing for you, it's like you post your relationships quite often because everyone knows about you, but when you come out of Love Island and your life's just changed a little bit and then you get a boyfriend that's nothing to do with Love Island, I don't know, I just felt a bit like awkward posting him, so like, do you know what I mean? This is actually his house. He's not actually here most of the time at the moment, so it's normally just me. So yeah, that's whose house this is. Right, next question. Did you have a boyfriend going into Love Island? I feel like I've answered actually this quite a lot of times, and I don't know whether this is actually getting a little bit old. Should I answer this? I don't know. I just feel like I've answered this question about a million times, and like, I feel like I still get it. Like, I still get stig. Is that the right word? I still get like ag for having this apparent boyfriend going into Love Island. I feel like if you were to have a boyfriend going into Love Island, you would have to have really good acting skills, which I don't have. I'm literally like the worst actor in the whole entire world. Like, everyone knows when I'm lying. It's a bit embarrassing. Yeah, no, I definitely did not. Do you want to do social media influencing forever? So before going into Love Island, I mean, I wasn't like a social media influencer. I had like, what, 30k on Instagram, which actually, for me, I was so proud of myself. I was really happy, but I wasn't exactly the best social media influencer. I remember just not really liking it. I love TikTok, and I feel like a lot of people actually like knew me from TikTok, which is just weird. I didn't even have that many followers, to be honest. I literally had like, what, 45 or something. I had more on TikTok, but I loved making TikToks. And I do love doing that. But back in the day, I didn't actually like Instagram. And I feel like just ever since coming out of Love Island, it's become very work. It's like a whole different world that you don't know. Like, you get a brand deal and then you get confirmation on it, and then you have to do it and you have to send it off, and then if that doesn't get approved, you have to just do your makeup and hair all over again and take another picture and do it with the improvements that the company said. So you don't actually know whether anything's going to get approved or not. It's really, really quite strange, but it's good because obviously it means that your content on your Instagram is better. But anyway, where I'm going with this is that I do actually love doing what I'm doing. I love the flexible hours. I love being able to help people. I love having the platform that I have to be able, it's really, really nice. And also, when you guys are lovely, which most of you are, it's really nice and uplifting. And to be honest, I do love this job. I really do. I love YouTube. YouTube is definitely my favourite platform. It's so nice. Like, every single comment that you get on YouTube is just so lovely. Like, the things that you guys say is just really, really nice, and it really does uplift you. That's what I love about the job. But then obviously you do get so much hate, and I feel like this is also one of the questions I said about avoiding, like how do you deal with all the hate that you get and stuff. And to be honest, like, you do sometimes feel like you are alone when you get so much hate and people that just watched a TV show with you on it for, I mean, I was only in there for about 3 weeks. So, I mean, how can you know someone in 3 weeks? So what I don't understand is that how can you be someone to watch someone for 3 weeks, 1 hour out of the 24 hours each day for 3 weeks? Like, 3 weeks isn't a very long time at all, and feel the need to give them hate like 7 months after. Like, I think it's literally been like 7 months since I flew out, like maybe 6 months after or whatever. I just think that that's absolutely bonkers. That's just like bonkers behaviour. Next question. Do you regret, okay, so in the topic of Love Island, do you regret anything in Love Island? You know what I'm starting to regret actually coming out of Love Island? And when you come out, a lot of people, a lot of questions, a lot of interviews, you're thrown into the deep end. So you've got lots of interviews with, like, well, whatever magazine or newspaper your management want you to have an interview with. And a lot of the questions is, do you regret anything? Do you regret anything? When I came out and I was standing literally outside the house with Aaron, I think one of the producers or one of the people in Aftersun were like, do you regret anything? Do you regret anything? And you're very quick to say, no, I don't regret anything. I loved my experience. It was amazing. But then after being out for a while, you start to think, maybe I do regret doing that. And the thing for me that I think I regret is always looking at the cameras. I feel like it was really, really hard for me to get out of that I'm in a TV programme mindset. It was hard for me to be fully myself. I mean, even if I was having a conversation with someone and I saw the cameras coming up to me, I would know. And there's other people that just wouldn't even realise and just wouldn't even look, but I feel like I would actually see them. And I feel like if I ever got the opportunity again to go on a TV programme, I know now that, like, it's so much better to not even look at the cameras, to just be yourself. And it's easier to say that than it is to be done. Like, I was so worried about what the public thinks about me. People don't see that there was a time in there that I went to go see one of the girls that help you on Zoom, and you take off your microphone and you speak to them. I didn't want to sleep alone. I was in a really sort of bad place in there at one point because I felt so alone. I thought the public hated me. And yeah, it just wasn't like a very nice point, to be honest, in there. I wanted to sleep outside with Millie. I ended up actually sleeping on my own. It was sort of that point in there that I slept on my own. But it wasn't very nice, to be honest. So thank you guys all for watching this video. This was a really short little sweet video, but I hope you all loved it. And please make sure to like, comment and subscribe for other video recommendations as well, because I really want to do what you guys want to see. And thank you all for being the best and supporting me. And I will see you next one. Bye.